So we've had a serious conversation, and after some convincing, Barnaby has agreed to stop saying hilarious things while I'm trying to tell serious stories. We believe him, right? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. This is Dandar 5 and its moon Dandar 5A, where we will be able to build a station once this is within our territory that will actually bring us passive income in minor artifacts. A new feature with this particular story pack that I am very much enjoying so far. The story pack itself, not the new feature, because the new feature is something I've barely gotten a chance to even incorporate yet. We have a construction ship that is building the first station to harvest them now, and of course we don't have Dandar in our territory yet, but we will. But we're getting stronger. Just kidding. Thank you, Barnaby. All right, so let's go ahead and build that mining and research station and just carry on. Or not. Let's read this. A war has broken out on Firmathrios 1. In recent years, certain factions on the planet managed to accrue enough wealth to monopolize the means of production. In turn, others revolted against the growing inequality. Now an all-out class war has broken out. It is a dark time for Firmathrios 1. This will have lasting consequences. We will remain impartial in their political affairs. So we will have the hands-off approach modifier added for 2 years, and we get 25% more observation and site progress, and we gain from this immediately 540 research in society, specifically, which is just mind-blowing. So, research complete. Okay. Research station output plus 10%. Okay, so here's an interesting... Yeah, I kind of feel like right now, Zero-G Labs is going to be the thing to do first, although physics research, yep, let's do this first, because we've already done the equivalent in the other two categories, so we need to make sure physics stays caught up. Let's do that. There are times where I almost wish those technologies didn't exist as options, to be honest, but one of the truly, that was startling, one of the truly interesting aspects of Stellaris, especially now that it's been out for years, is that it really is like a deck of cards whenever you're given new research choices and you have, you know, a certain number. You can expand the number of choices that you have, but at the end of the day, every time you finish a technology, it gets shuffled and your choices are renewed unless you have something that you've already started working towards or something that is otherwise guaranteed for some reason. And it's good that there's more options, because it just means that every hand that you're shown to choose a card from, so to speak, is different. So, you know, I can't really complain at the end of the day one way or the other, can I? After we chose to not involve ourselves with pre-FTL politics, the war on Firmathrios 1 ended of its own accord. The oppressive powers steamrolled the revolutionaries with ease. The status quo has been restored. The revolution is dead. Acknowledged. Wow, that was fast. That was really, really fast. RIP. Okay. That was insanely fast. Almost like disturbingly fast. I would really love if there was an event, though, that could give me some more influence right now, because at the moment, I mean, power projection might be a way to gain some additional fleet power. Let's try. Since we've designed our first corvettes, but we haven't built them, it might be time to go ahead and do that. So let's create a new fleet. The Impervious and the Impetuous class. Let's go ahead and have 5 of each, and then give orders. Besides, when we encounter an alien empire, we need to have some kind of fleet. It's not just about gaining influence through power projection. It's about...
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Barnaby, you're interrupting me. It's about having a strong enough fleet so that aliens investigating us don't immediately just decide to steamroll all over us. There appears to be deliberately crafted structures on the planet's surface pointing to a past long forgotten. Leave that be for now. Although, hang on, let's take a look at this. Yeah, tell you what, I want you to go ahead and research that anomaly. I'm going to take my highest, or one of my highest level scientists, Genevieve Allenby. Well, don't I have one that's actually faster with anomalies? Let's see. Yeah, anomaly research speed. But, see, as much as... Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Let's have you just auto-survey. Because I want to have a scientist that is actually fast or high level. Encounter in Helios. What have we here? What are you? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is it? What is it? We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Helios system. For now, we have codenamed them Pi aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. Oh boy. Okay. Local political drama on Avonhead has resulted in increased support among a small group of rebels opposed to our underlying ethics. Their increased support has enabled them to gain more power in the region and vote for their own causes with limited success. I don't know that we want to be militaristic. We want to be pacifists. So let's suppress the opposition. It's going to reduce happiness, unfortunately, on a planet that already has reduced happiness. Love it. All right, let's see what's going on with first contact. Catherine Thornycroft. I'm assigning you. What the hecking heck?
What have we here?
So these are the Shroud Walkers. Oh, that looks so cool. Scans have identified a debris field of uncertain origin. Could this have something to do with the abandoned science ship patrolling the system? Oh, it's an abandoned science ship. Survey completed. Oh, Habitable Worlds was finished. Really? That was fast. Okay. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Modia. The public is enthralled and many donations have come in to aid in the continued search of strange life forms. So we gained a lot of society research and a good amount of energy as well. Nice. Still don't have enough influence to build
ever stronger.
New starbases, though. Just saying. Okay, so the Teal Fleet is our very first fleet. And you know what? I can probably afford... Let's go to the market real quick. I'm going to buy some alloys. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I've got a good amount of extra energy, so let's go ahead and get some more ships built. I just really wish I had a bit more influence coming in. But the power projection could help a bit. It's ships relative to empire size. Go ship. Our scans of the debris field in Helios are complete, possessing both organic and abiogenic properties. The chemical structure is unlike anything we've ever seen. The connection between the debris and the strange vessel patrolling the system remains unclear. There are no life signs aboard. In fact, we detect no power signatures of any kind. For a lack of a better descriptor, we have stumbled on a ghost ship. Spooky.
Situations amended.
Okay. Well, let's research it. It's really cool. Never seen this event before, ever. This is brand new. We are about to unlock a new insight as well. Insight breakthrough eminent. The next time we have an observation event that would advance our insight, we will gain a new research option. I love it. So we've seen that once already. So you have to wait for an event in order to reap the rewards of filling up that bar, which is different, but it's fine. Okay, I definitely want to build a starbase in Galpen and then move towards the Ladelicon system so that we can actually incorporate that colony. Yes, please.
A system has been charted.
All right, Genevieve Wolcombe is going to be the admiral for our fleet. Extra sublight speed is always good. The fleet we encountered in the Hilo system is unlike anything we've seen in this region of space before. It does not appear to be aggressive, but we can only speculate as to its origin or purpose here. Our best guess is that the fleet represents a faction without formal ties to any local authority or civilization. The first contact process advances. Building in district, strategic resource cost and upkeep reduced by 10%, or habitability plus 10. Yes, habitability plus 10. Holy crap. That is needed. How are we doing on Avonhead? All right, so that jumped the habitability up to 60. So it looks like some of those negatives did, in fact, decrease. Oh, and we did finish the technology. So granted a lump sum of Unity, monthly Unity plus 5%. And now we have campaign edicts. Yay. Ooh, edicts fund plus 20. Yeah, let's do that because we have an additional edict that I definitely want to unlock. I'm tempted to do it now, but I'd rather wait. Let's keep it on Map the Stars for the time being.
We grow ever stronger. Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Unusual readings suggest there may be more to this desolate world than meets the eye. Okay, go ahead and research that. That is a challenging anomaly. It's going to take some time, but I've been putting off a lot of those, and I need to start gaining, like, reaping the rewards of those. So that's what I'm going to do.
A special project is finished.
Interesting. Ubume's baby. Our science team has concluded that the abandoned ship referred to as Ubume in its command logs was conducting an experiment in the Hylos system, the goal of which was the creation of synthetic life. An antimatter containment breach resulted in the death of the ship's crew as well as the newborn infant. However, low-level psionic energy detected throughout the ship's system suggests that the synthetic lifeform's ghost took possession of the vessel seconds before the accident. It is conceivable that the nascent consciousness has spent the intervening centuries in a vain search for its mother. Unfortunately, at this time, we have no way of communicating with the entity, nor of helping it to find rest. For now, the haunting of the Hylos system seems destined to continue. So basically, I'm just going to say it. My apologies in advance to any Doctor Who fans. I don't want to give you nightmares, but... Are you my mommy? Mommy! That's pretty much... that's the vibe that I'm getting from this. Physics research gained 579. Okay. Okay. Wow. There's probably another source for it as well, but that's what it directly reminds me of. Alright, so the engineering vessels
Ever stronger.
need to primarily be retired. We want to move that construction ship in place. Primordial soup, nestled in sheltered pockets across Robalius 1's surface, is a rich sludge of simple organic compounds that our researchers believe could be a hotbed for abiogenesis, the spontaneous formation of organic life from lifeless matter. Robalius 1 has an unusually thick atmosphere for a barren world, which could make it hospitable for simple life forms. Although this presents a unique opportunity to study what could be the early stages of the origin of life, it would be best to set our expectations low, as it may still be millions of years before life evolves naturally on Robalius 1, if at all. Fascinating. Unless it just, spontaneously comes to life right now. Contact report. Leviathan. We have now found beings far surpassing anything encountered in our Empire spacefaring history. Life capable of growing to an unprecedented scale, rivaling moons in size and mass. Nothing could have prepared us for this. This day will forever mark a turning point in the story of the Modian Curators. Let us hope we survive long enough to tell it. Is that talking about... Is it talking about the ghost? Is that what you're referring to? Because I didn't really track that as a Leviathan.
What have we here?
What have we here indeed? We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Look into that, please.
We grow ever stronger.
Nice. While approaching Robalius 5, the MCS Prospector suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old, and based on their trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds we have recovered are of an advanced design despite their incredible age. Can you calculate the odds? Just for a moment. Basically, a spaceship fires a space shotgun from another galaxy billions of years ago. And your ship, billions of years later, is the one that gets hit. Just let that sink in for a minute. the chances are the definition of infinitesimal. That's insane.
What have we here?
Sensors report a number of possible points of interest within these dense debris fields surrounding Salieto B.
Space charts updated.
Okay, so the Robalius system has been explored. Oh, I do have enough to found another... Or not to found, but to build another starbase. And I would really like to have that colony. So let's go for it. Ironically, I'm using an engineering vessel to get this done, because this engineering vessel is able to jump around and do this, but it works. It's fine. Oh, hey, we got this one during Heralds as well. So let's just go ahead and keep an eye on it. Same event as before. 630 engineering research. A closer scan of the debris field around Salieto B has led to the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time with unparalleled precision. It has a frequency uncertainty so low that it will be another 879 million years before it gains a single second. It is counting down to a date 42 years and 3 days away. The capsule holds no clues as to what this date signifies or who the owners are, but it seems as though someone out there has lost track of time. Keep an eye on it. So, my prediction is that this is going to become a very fancy planet at some point in the future, and we're going to want that in our territory. That's my prediction based on recent evidence. Of course, it's not guaranteed to be the same every time, but that's the vibe that I'm picking up. So we're going to try and head that direction. Because it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 systems at minimum we need to lock down in order to make that happen. Also, we have a first contact event pending. Okay, Catherine Thornycroft, she's on it. She's on it. She's working on it. I just want to make sure we had it covered.
Detected an anomaly.
Glowing webs of an unknown origin periodically illuminate the surface of Salieto B2A. Okay. Research for me, please. All right, we've fully... Wait a minute. Hold on. Life Electric, hold on. I'm going to need you to wait. Why are you showing 10 of 11? Game, why are you doing this? We've had this conversation so many times, and now there's not a good excuse for you to have done this. Why did you build an extra impervious class? Why? I don't get it. I haven't made any upgrades. Sorry, this is carryover exasperation from Heralds of the Dark Nova. And it's funny because I thought I had a bit more of a handle on what leads to the game doing that. You saw me just put 5 of each. But in certain circumstances, the game will build an extra ship when you're in the middle of upgrades, for example, or when you're building and upgrading for a fleet at the same time. In this case, it's like, what changed? And maybe there's an answer. It's not a rhetorical question. If you have the answer, please feel free to tell me in the comments, because I want to at least understand the workarounds for this little quirk of Stellaris so that there's less micro. There was an entire episode that I had to reboot towards the end of Heralds of the Dark Nova because this glitch hit so hard that it created like 50 independent fleets with 1 ship each. And I just had to say, screw it, we're restarting this one. So just to see that bug, that's where the exasperation comes from. It's still, still a recent wound. But I would love to have more insight, if you have it, on what leads to that. Because at this point, I'm at a loss. Because I can't explain that particular instance of it in a way that I feel like I could explain past instances, Anyway, I digress. Life Electric. Science Officer Genevieve Allenby reports that Salieto B2A is covered from pole to pole in a web-like network of electrical filaments. These networks respond to external stimuli. The MCS surveyor experimented with sending a low-voltage pulse to the surface, which resulted in a wave of illumination that rippled through the network like a circuit board. Even more remarkably, the webs rearranged themselves. A second low-voltage pulse revealed that the filaments had been organized into a new pattern. centered around where the previous pulse had contacted the surface of Salieto B2A. Genevieve Allenby concludes that this discovery confirms her long-held theory that life can exist as almost purely electrical impulses independent of cellular or viral structure. Fascinating. So Genevieve Allenby just gained additional skill level as a result of that, which is pretty fantastic. So now she's on automatic survey. Now she, mind you, she has a higher chance of discovering anomalies. I want to make sure she stays on that. Looks like we found Zro and Volmar. Very good. Still building up influence. Yay! Okay, so we've reversed our accidental genocide and brought back those little entities on Feroden Gra 6. It is done. Miraculously, once our scientists installed the proper modifications on our vessel, they were able to recreate the initial cascade. This time the effect was different, and life started springing back up all over Feroden Gra 6 in a great wave. This process has taught us a lot about the universe, but perhaps even more about ourselves. Society research gained 1,487, and we get a 6 society research station opportunity over Feroden Gra 6. And we have the unintended genocide modifier removed, and then we gain virtuous relief for 5 years. That's extra happiness and stability, which will help as opposed to hurt with our colony. All right, so now that you're done with that, let's send you to automatically survey, please. And actually, as a survey speed boost scientist, that's quite handy.
A system has been charted.
Uh-oh. That is an actual alien empire. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Bagial system. For now, we have codenamed them the WoW aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. Interesting. All right, Cecilia Granville, you are in charge of contacting the WoW aliens. Or the WoW aliens. Something along those lines.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Our scientists have discovered what appears, or what first appeared to be a sensor malfunction near the corona of Emer. However, it's still there after rebooting. A closer look is warranted. Okay, let's take a look. Hopefully that is the space teapot. We'll see. Which may or may not be a good thing. Depends on the playthrough. Alright, I definitely want to colonize this planet. Port Eleanor? Yeah, let's go with Port Eleanor. Why not? We have reached an impasse with the fleet identifying itself as the Ghost Ship. This unusual presence ignored most of our diplomatic overtures, but we can infer that it represents a neutral entity which stands apart from galactic civilization. We suspect that if the fleet possesses any owners in the conventional sense, it would take extraordinary measures to reach them. With this in mind, we have summarized our findings for future teams of scientists to make use of in case such an opportunity does arise. So we gained 34 influence, and we end the first contact procedure with the Ghost Ship. We will find future first contact processes easier to complete.
We are being contacted by aliens.
Nice. So, yeah, that's really strange. I don't know what to make of that. But we did get some additional influence, so we can start a new, or we can establish a new starbase. The cause of the solar radiation resonance observed around the corona of Emer turned out to be an unusual crystal formation capable of enduring the heat. Having brought the crystal on board, our scientists were startled to realize that the strange resonance was reproducible. First, they exposed the crystal to the same solar radiation from Emer, producing an identical result to the initially recorded phenomenon. It also seemed to create resonances with all energy waves we sent through it, forming new colors and sounds never before observed by Modian. Such frequencies could change the way we view the universe, alternatively, we can develop research applications for a crystalline structure capable of surviving the intense heat of a star. So, we can gain the blue lasers research option, or for 50 years we can have 10% additional unity. 50 years, 10% additional unity. that seems like a no-brainer. Blue lasers we're going to get anyway. So yeah. I'd rather have the 50 years of a bonus that I wouldn't otherwise have. Mining station output plus 10%. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and research the coil gun. Now that we've encountered aliens, we're going to just start preparing well in advance. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Robalius system. For now, we have coded in the Lambda aliens. Okay. Pause, game. What are you doing? Alright, so these are actual aliens, both of them. So let's take a look. Catherine Thornycroft, you are once again. Alright, so now things are getting interesting because we have aliens coming from different directions, and I still have yet to lock down all the territory I need to. Let me go ahead and give the order to lock down Ciabora, and we'll start moving towards Hilos and Salieto so we can at least lock that down. But it seems like we might have alien empires coming from this direction and this direction.
Space charts updated.
We'll see.
We grow ever stronger.
We've managed to pick up a clear audio feed of conversations between several WoW alien ships. While our linguists are still none the wiser as to the meanings of any of the words they're recording, they're optimistic that this new signal will help them make significant progress towards a breakthrough. Excellent. So we gained 2 insights into the first contact.
We grow
Not
ever
Insight
stronger.
Technologies. Different thing. Scientist Edith Brightwell has developed new skills. Through hard work and experience, Edith Brightwell has become paranoid. Great. Thank you. Thank you for that, Stellaris. So much. Now, don't we have an archaeologist? We do. All right, you're up here surveying, and I do want you to survey, but I also want you to come down here and do stuff. Just saying. All right, let's go ahead and build that mining
Research
station.
complete.
A mysterious sighting of wow, words. Sorry, I'm like super congested, more than usual right now, and so like it's very easy to just get me tripping over syllables because I'm trying to control my breathing more than usual. The mysterious sighting of an unidentified ship in the Bagial system continues to invite speculation. Its design is completely unfamiliar to us, suggesting that we might be dealing with a new alien civilization and a possible first contact scenario. Aside from the fact that the alien spacecraft is clearly capable of hyperspace travel, we know next to nothing about these fascinating beings. No effort should be spared to find out more. Keep at it. Edict's fun, plus 20. Perfect. Okay. Tell you what. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the off-world trading company. Not really an obvious choice there, as far as like which one would be the clear best benefit. We have 43 influence, but we're also approaching the 30-minute mark for this episode, and I need to take a break just to see if I can get like my head to clear up a bit. I feel fine, by the way. Nobody be concerned. I'm completely okay. I think it's allergies, to tell you the truth, but I need to step away from this episode just so that I can continue to commentate clearly on some other recordings I want to do today. So, on that note, I'm going to stop a few minutes earlier than I typically might, but that's a good stopping point since we just got that research unlocked, and we are like right around the corner from first contact with not one, but 2 alien empires. And I mean, I'm happy with the territory we have so far, but I definitely want to make sure we continue to move in the direction of these systems, especially Salieto, because that's going to be a Gaia world at some point in the future. I am almost sure of it. I'm almost certain. So just keep fingers crossed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.